Well, listen, my wife, you know, is the backbone of our family, you know, and I'm wise enough to admit that.
You speak so lovingly of your wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to come back in 5 years and find out that you're not together. I got to have a little faith in someone.
I'd never leave my wife, you know, and you know, I may give her a reason to leave me, but I'll never leave her. I won't leave her. No. We've known each other too long. We've been through too much, you know, and being a star and all of that, temptation's all around. Mm-hmm. It's all around, you know, and I haven't been perfect. I'll be quite candid about it. And
what do you mean?
Well, I just, you know, we've gone through ups and downs, and we're still together, you know, and we're best friends.
Mm-hmm. He grew up just a short commuter train ride from New York City in the town of Mount Vernon. His father preached at the Pentecostal church, while his mother struggled to keep Denzel and his brother and sister on the straight and narrow. His parents divorced when he was 14, and after attending a mostly white prep school, Denzel enrolled in Fordham University in the Bronx. During a hiatus at a youth camp, he discovered theater. His rendition of Othello at Fordham got the attention of actor Jose Ferrer and various talent agents. And at age 22, he was cast in the TV movie Wilma.
You know I love you, babe.
Also in the film was actress Pauletta Pearson.
Yes, honey.
She had a small part in the movie, but would soon become the leading lady in his life. They married 6 years later. It wasn't television, however, that honed his instincts and kept him alive in the lean years. It was New York's thriving black theater. In 1981, he played Malcolm X for the first time off-Broadway in When the Chickens Came Home to Roost. Later that year, he landed his first feature.
Hi, Daddy.
The only good thing you can say about Carbon Copy is it got Denzel a 6-year job on television's St. Elsewhere.
I hated every minute I was at this hospital.
Denzel and his wife Pauletta have now been together for over 15 years. They have 4 children, including the birth nearly 2 years ago of twins.
Oh, the women go crazy. You know that, Pauletta.
I know.
You know that.
But you know what? They've got great taste.
That's nice. And so does he. You know, you were listening to us. Was he considered, did you think he was cute back then?
I thought he was cute, but I fell in love with his spirit, really.
Really?
Yeah, that I saw first. And then I thought, not a bad package, you know?
Not a bad... How long have y'all been married?
We've been together 18 years.
19 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Been married 13
I was a baby.
How did it happen then? So where did the chemistry, the whole thing, where did that happen?
A mutual friend of ours, who was also in the film, had given a party. And Denzel and his friends came at the very end of the party. We spoke again. We were reintroduced. And then the next night, I attended a play. And I got there late. So I snuck in and just sat down. I didn't look at who was around me. And at intermission, the lights came up. And we were sitting next to each other.
Meant to be! Meant to be! Meant to be! Do you remember, though, in his career when that whole thing, because when he first did Wilma, nobody was going, ooh, Denzel.
Not at all.
Yeah, not with that shot, anyway.
Not that shot.
Okay, so do you remember when it all started? Could you feel in your own relationship when that started, all of a sudden you went, whoa?
Well, you know, really, it started when he did Malcolm X the first time at the Henry Street Theater.
Did the play.
The play.
Did the play.
Yeah, I was going to say,
that was 81.
Really?
Right. It started then. I mean, not as many people, of course, knew about it because it was theater and it was off Broadway. But I could sense there. Everybody flocking, the phone was ringing more, and we'd go out more, and I'd see more people kind of gravitate that side, you know.
Aren't the women bold?
Oh, very. You know, very.
Just rude.
But you know what you're going to say? They see something good, and...
Yeah, I remember Maria Shriver told me once that, you know, that the women were just, with Arnold, just bold enough, like in her face, just walk up and just try to slip the numbers in his pocket or something. Bold.
They don't even try to slip anymore.
They don't slip anymore.
One of the funniest things, well, it's funny now. I was pregnant with our first child. Out to here. I mean, I was out to here with every child. And I'm standing there thinking I'm looking as cute as I possibly can with the ankle swollen and everything. Then this really thin, cute, you know, came over and just
I call them petitas.
Okay, the petita
came over. Mm-hmm.
And totally blocked us, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking, wait a minute, this is, you know.
Our child.
You know.
Uh-huh. Blocked you.
Blocked me.
Mm-hmm. But that doesn't bother you, does it?
No, because you know why? He's coming home.
Hello.
Because he was voted the sexiest man alive, and I have to imagine that, you know, having women looking at your husband and possibly being rude sometimes is just really something else.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? I am so secure as to who Pauletta is. And the actual thing is that my mother raised me in a way to know that who I am.
Yes.
So actually, he married me for who I am. And I've always felt confident in that. And the grace of God.
Is he romantic?
Very. In a very unorthodox way, maybe. Sometimes, for instance, whenever I was traveling and I would come home, my routine is to go to the bathroom and then go to the refrigerator. So one time I went to the bathroom and I came and went to the refrigerator and I was getting the orange juice out. And as I was getting the orange juice out, there was this black box. I opened the black box and there were diamonds, and I thought, oh, I love it.
Pauletta, girl, I know you had to have some confidence being married to Denzel Washington. That man know he was fine. You agree, ladies? Come on now, don't play with it. Denzel Hayes Washington Jr. was born in Mount Vernon, New York on December 28, 1954. He is about to be 70 years old. His mother, Lennis Lynn, was a beauty parlor owner and operator born in Georgia and partly raised in Harlem, New York. His father, Denzel Hayes Washington Sr., a native of Buckingham County, Virginia, was an ordained Pentecostal minister who was also an employee of the New York City Water Department and worked at a local S. Klein department store. As long as we've been knowing Denzel, we ain't never heard anything about Denzel cheating. We ain't heard nothing in the media. We haven't seen any pictures being shopped around. Or has it been some speculation? Let's get into it. I'm reading from a Radar Online article dated for July 10th, 2013, and it says, Flight star Denzel Washington has been married for 30 years, but despite a seemingly idyllic relationship with his wife, he is now caught up in a cheating scandal as photographs of Denzel apparently with and kissing another woman are being shopped. RadarOnline.com has learned exclusively. Denzel, 58, and his wife Pauletta, 62, recently did an interview with Ebony Magazine, giving what some would call a rare portrait into one of Hollywood's longest-running couples. But several photos that have been shopped to various media outlets appear to show Denzel with another woman and kissing her on the lips in what appears to be a passionate moment. Those photos are a stark contrast to what his wife Pauletta recently told Ebony. I live with this man. I see the down part. I see the sad part. I see every part, Pauletta told the magazine. He has and knows he has stability in me as his wife. That's what gives him strength regardless if he misuses it. I can't dwell on that, but I do know that gives him a great platform to go and fly. But is Denzel flying with another woman? 4 photographs seen by RadarOnline.com and shopped to other media outlets show him sitting on a couch with a young lady, and then throughout the series of pictures, he grabs her arm and pulls her in for a kiss on the lips in one. The woman is not identified, and RadarOnline.com was not able to verify the authenticity of the photographs. There have been other reports and allegations of infidelity regarding the superstar. Denzel has always sweet-talked his way out of it. An insider told Star Magazine in their latest issue, which has details of the new cheating scandal. She, his wife, confronted him, and once again he denied he did anything wrong. However, a rep for Denzel denies that he and Pauletta are on the verge of a split or divorce. I'm reading from UPI data for July 12th, 2013, and it says, Denzel Washington and his wife of 30 years, Pauletta Pearson, are not getting a divorce, said a representative of the actor. Washington's announcement comes a day after Radar Online claimed photos of the actor kissing another woman were being sold to media outlets. after a source was quoted saying that Pauletta, 62, recently moved to New York to contemplate if she's ready to end the marriage for good. Denzel's rep said that the couple is not divorcing, not separating. Radar Online claims to have seen and purchased 4 photos in which the 58-year-old actor is seen sitting on a couch with the young lady. In the images, he reportedly touches her hands and legs and kisses her on the lips. I know you heard those accusations about Denzel and Sanaa Lathan having an affair. I ain't lying. Let's get into it. Reading from a 2006 article, it says, Sanaa Lathan denies she had an affair with Denzel Washington, her co-star in the 2003 thriller Out of Time in the February issue of Vibe. The rumor got started because the movie had a love scene with Denzel, and people took that and translated it into real life. The 34-year-old actress tells the magazine, "They said I was pregnant with Denzel's child, and people were calling my mother, saying I'm having his baby. It's frustrating. People are going to talk no matter what." Sanaa McCoy Lathan was born on September 19th, 1971. She is currently 53 years old in New York City. Her mother, Eleanor McCoy, was also an actress and dancer who performed on Broadway with Eartha Kitt. Her father, Stan Lathan, worked behind the scenes in television for PBS as well as a producer on shows such as Sanford and Son and Russell Simmons' Def Comedy Jam. Sanaa attended Manhattan Center for Science and Mathematics as well as Beverly Hills High School, and she graduated from the University of California, Berkeley with a bachelor's degree in English. She then attended Yale University and earned a master's degree in drama. Okay, Sanaa. Even with all that education, Lathan's adolescence was a tough period. She stated she was a latchkey kid whose parents weren't around much. As a result, she was left with relatives who happened to suffer from drug abuse. However, she went on to develop a solid relationship with her parents in the ensuing years. When it comes to love, Lathan said in an interview she's very happy being single. She isn't opposed to the idea of getting married one day. "I always wanted and I dream about having a life partner, but I am completely happy and I love my freedom," Lathan candidly shared. "I do date, but I do not want anything less than something that's amazing. And if it's not going to be that, then I'm just going to keep being my free spirit self." I was talking to a friend of mine who's around my age, and there is a thing where people look at you and they're like, "So," as if you're failing because you're not married. I have so much love in my life, and maybe I will have a life partner, but I don't know. I love not being wrapped up in a fairy tale. You know what? I'm whole already. I don't need somebody to complete me. So, if there is that person who is a partner out there, then bring it on. But I'm not going to be with somebody for the sake of what it looks like. Did you know that actress Julia Roberts wanted to kiss Denzel, and Denzel said, "Not today, not today"? Well, if you didn't know, check this out. Denzel Washington starred opposite Julia Roberts in the 1993 film The Pelican Brief. But in an interview with Newsweek from 2002, Roberts admitted that she was still getting hounded about the kiss that wasn't years after the fact. "I have taken so much shit over the years about not kissing Denzel in that film. Don't I have a pulse? Of course I wanted to kiss Denzel. It was his idea to take the damn scenes out." The reason, according to Roberts, was that Washington didn't want to alienate the black women who loved him with an interracial kiss. "Black women are not often seen as objects of desire on film," he's quoted as saying. "They have always been my core audience. He recalled a test screening he attended for the 1989 crime movie, The Mighty Quinn, in which his character, Xavier Quinn, shared a smooch with Mimi Rogers' character. Apparently, the black woman in the audience booed loudly, and it sounds like the moment may have shaped the way the actor saw himself as a romantic lead on screen. Still, Washington told Newsweek there were a few reasons the scene got deleted, including, but not limited to, his not wanting to offend black women. This is not Denzel's first time refusing to engage in a kissing scene with the co-star. Earlier, a white actress named Kelly Lynch claims she got down on her knees and begged Denzel to have their characters kiss in the film. But this time, Washington thought that white men watching the movie would be unhappy seeing him kiss a white woman. Washington's Virtuosity co-star Kelly Lynch told Weekly World News in 1998 that Denzel felt strongly that white males who were the target audience of the movie would not want to see him kiss a white woman. Denzel Washington just played a ruthless role in the movie Gladiator 2, set to be released on November 22nd, 2024. But in a recent interview, he talked about his character and a kiss. Check this out.
Your character makes a few remarks throughout the film about having a relationship with other men in the film. So I wanted to ask, how gay is the Roman Empire?
The entire empire, or I actually kissed a man in the film, but they took it. They cut it. I think they got chicken.
I was going to ask because I just heard about the Paul and Pedro forehead kiss that apparently got cut from the movie.
I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, I kissed the guy full on the lips, and I guess they weren't ready for that yet.
Oh man, well
I killed him about 5 minutes later, but
I mean it's Gladiator.
It's Gladiator. It's the kiss of death.
Now, what is this kiss of death that Denzel speaks of? Well, the kiss of death is a phrase used to describe an action or relationship that has disastrous consequences. And the kiss of death is in the Bible, refers to Judas' betrayal of Jesus with the kiss. Judas kissed Jesus to identify him to the soldiers who came to arrest him. This kiss was a betrayal, not a genuine act of love, and was the last time Judas would greet Jesus with the kiss. And just to throw this in there, just because it all got something to do with sex and women and whatever, this is coming from Love B. Scott, dated for October 2024, and it says Denzel Washington reportedly once confronted Diddy at a party and told him, "You don't respect anyone." Denzel Washington, 69, allegedly confronted Combs during an all-night affair he attended with his wife Pauletta Washington in 2003. Denzel screamed, "You don't respect anyone," the insider, who was reportedly close with the Oscar winner in the early 2000s, claimed. He and Pauletta had been partying until dawn and they had seen something and stormed out. Denzel and Combs' reps have yet to respond. The music mogul 54 is infamous for his wild bashes, which have been attended by Leonardo DiCaprio, Sarah Jessica Parker, Ashton Kutcher, and more stars over the years. Many have come under scrutiny in the wake of Combs' September arrest on sex trafficking, racketeering, and prostitution charges. High-profile guests allegedly knew to leave the gatherings before things took a turn. Girls would start to lose their clothes. That was the signal for people to leave, a source alleged to the outlet. Another claimed what happened before 2 a.m. pales in comparison to what happened at 5 a.m. They were known to be wild. Anything went at those parties. While Denzel has not spoken about attending Combs' parties, his alleged advice to comedian Brandon T. Jackson has gone viral on social media.
Always told me we'd be at the parties. He said, "You leave 30 minutes for the devil get there." Okay? Always remember that Denzel would leave the parties early. I follow Denzel out. And I leave 30 minutes for the devil get there.
I would like to know how you all feel about this situation, and while you are letting me know, could you please like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so right here on YouTube. And you can follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet, and you can email me at GenevasClosett22@gmail.com. You all have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.